Hello there, and welcome to SimRail. It is finally released, the newest contender on the block for train simulation, and it's looking to be a good year so far, 2023. So this thing released in what's considered early access here on the 13th, Friday the 13th, no less, January the 13th, 2023, and a few weeks before this was a playtest with multiplayer checking servers and all that good stuff. But this is now available to any and everyone. You can go and get it on Steam right now. It is on the Steam store under SimRail. And as far as American currency, it's about $31, and it's on sale until the 20th with a small discount. I'm not sure what it translates to in other currencies across the world, but it's out. Yay! Super excited about it. As far as I can tell, a lot of the options over here are largely the same. It actually kept my settings, thankfully, that I had in the prologue. But now you'll see a lot of this stuff is lit up as well, and some of it not. So this right here, first, is the first thing I looked at. The editor. It says it's currently not available. It is early access. They do plan to unlock this feature, which is just going to make this rail simulator explode, essentially. And then there's also the depot. I'm not sure what this does. I think it's going to be like a setting of sorts with all the locomotives within the game that you can use and look at and all that stuff. I'm not sure it's in Polish. I could Google Translate that, but I'll worry about that later. But you cannot click on it as of right now, nor can you the editor. As far as multiplayer, you'll see down there, complete any tutorial to unlock the multiplayer. So that's good in a sense, because it's going to teach people that may not have played this yet how to just get the gist of things. And the tutorials are somewhat necessary, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. If you'd like to see some multiplayer action, I will link in the top right hand corner where you can watch the video of some of the multiplayer stuff that I did, going through just the basics, everything you need to know to operate through Poland so far. But the train driver bit up here is now unlocked, so we're going to go ahead and click that. And you'll also see it's largely the same map, I think, to a degree. So this is Katowice to Warsaw, and then this is Katowice to Sedzisau. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Essentially, this one on the left here is going to be your passenger services. This one on the right is going to be your freight services. It says here, one of the main coal export lines from Upper Silesia, the most industrialized part of Poland. The max speed for the routes varies from 19 to 75. Passenger says Railway Line 1 at, assuming mile marker 196.33. Or no, it's a 200-mile long line running from Warsaw to Katowice. Max speed on the line is 99. So if you click this, this is what you got so far. This is what you can play with single player wise. These are your freight locomotives. I lied. It's not all freight. Why did I think it was freight? I wonder if this has something to do with the actual time of day. I swear I loaded into this earlier and it was just freight engines. That's odd. It's very odd. All trains, all vehicles. Yeah. So this is one of the tutorials here you can do. And then there's some other services here, as you can see. And then if you click on this one, hit next. This is the other tutorial with the EU07. And with the 07, this awesome electric box here, you can see they got the actual livery for this thing, which I think to a degree that looks fairly realistic to what the thing looks like. And I think there are several different liveries. But the Dragon, which is this beauty right here. Let's go back and look at it. Where's it at? There she is. What a beaut. So that is new. The ET25, or Dragon2 as it's known, you can operate now. And then, mostly, which is what I've been looking forward to, the Pendolino, the ED250, the non-tilting Pendo that the Poles have, which we are going to take a look at here and see if we can't get this thing rolling. Maybe be like a tutorial of sorts. So let's go ahead and click on that. Now this says it's 3 hours. I can guarantee you right now this video is not going to be 3 hours long. We're just going to try to get the gist of things and look around, just to see what it is full release. This is the first time I've fired it up. I've been super geeked out about this railway simulation and what it's going to do for the community as a whole, just to have some competitors to Dovetail who essentially have had the market cornered for years and years and years. So hopefully this will bring about some good things, within Railway SA, the devs, and Dovetail themselves.
Today you will drive passenger train from Katowice to Warszawa Wschodnia. Begin with checking the radio connection with a dispatcher.
So every time you load in one of these single-player missions or timetable services, whatever you want to call them, you'll hear the voice. That guy that was just speaking, I think that's the main developer. It sounds an awful lot like him. I may be incorrect. So we are here at this lovely roundhouse, which is pretty cool. It's you may see a little skipping like that. That's my computer caching the textures. It's just a thing that happens with new games, so it should smooth out. But here she is, the Pendolino. Good lord, this thing is very sexy in all of its blue and silver and sky blue and black, and this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Just look at the detail on the undercarriage of this sucker. Made in Poland, MIP. Yay, yay. What does that say? Awesome Train Company? On that there, that's funny. But it looks really good. Their playtests look really good. And what's awesome about this game and title and the developers so far is they care about this product. They, even with the playtest, which they did not have to update or patch at all, they patched it literally daily for the couple of weeks that it was live, sometimes multiple times per day, fixing things. All right, so we kind of looked at this in the last video in the multiplayer playtest, even though you could not operate it, but we're going to get inside of this little biscuit. There you go. So you hit your one key, and that's going to take you in your operational train that you have assigned to you. And this is the cockpit. It's pretty nice. It's pretty wide open. I thought, because I know with like some of the other Pendolinos in Europe, you kind of sit cockeyed to one side. This is like right in the middle. So that's nice. You can't open the window. Get a little ambient sound in here, which is nice. But let me just get rid of the UI, the stuff you see all around the screen here, the border. You can hit G, the G key, and that'll get rid of everything. So we'll just do that to take a nice look around here. It's modeled very nicely. The colors just pop. Pop, pop, pop. The colors look very nice. The shading looks very nice. Light where it needs to be. Darkness where darkness needs to be or light doesn't need to be. The console itself looks really nice. Now, this is a relatively new train set, and they keep these things somewhat ship-shape, if you will. So I don't expect there to be too much wear and tear on these things, although a little bit, could be nice as far as like the textures on the cabs and buttons that are used often and things like that. But just, as a whole, it looks incredible in here. It really, really does. We got the diamond plate down on the ground here, the foot plates, which look very nice. It looks like real metal. Real metal. And the seat, of course, too. Now let's go ahead and fire this thing up, and we'll walk in the back, because you can actually go in the passenger compartment as well. So I'm going to go ahead and stand up, so you can hit E to stand you up. And now there's no tutorial for this, as far as I can tell so far. So we're just going to kind of, and sorry to pause my train of thought there. So I'm moving around, WASD, and you can hear those noises. What that is while you're walking around in free mode, free cam, free walk mode, it actually is still hitting things on the controls, which is not cool. So hopefully they'll fix that. What that is the throttle and the direction lever moving. So I'll go back and look. You can see the direction lever there. Back again. It's all the way back. Go to the left. You can see the throttle going forward. Go to the right. Well, now it's not doing it naturally. So yeah, that's kind of funky. Anyway, all right, so let's have a look here. This thing looks really nice. God, the lighting in this game is, as far as railway simulators, is second to none. It is just gorgeous. The sky outside, I mean, even look at the streaking on this glass here. My goodness, my goodness. All right, so let's see. Can open these panels up here. Let me turn the HUD on again, the UI. So I'll hit the G key to bring it all back. And we've got a cabinet here, a fuse cabinet, I'm assuming. So let's see if we can actually click anything here, because there's quite a few buttons. Top row, no. Second row, nope. Third, nope. Fourth, nope. Fifth, nope. Sixth. So that's odd. I wonder why you can open the cabinet, but it doesn't actually do anything. It's hard to like get it back. It's kind of not a very fluid motion closing it back, but the sounds are nice. Let's see if we can close this thing here. Just gonna click it and scroll down or to the side or whatever. It's kind of funky. There we go. So that's closed. All right. So what do we have here? This is our train lighting. So your heads and tails, exterior lighting, if you will. We'll leave that on automatic. That's the rear. EVC, I have no clue what that does. Possibly something to do with safety systems. SHP, again, not a clue. SimRail, still don't have a clue. PZB, I know what that is. LZB, yep. Not halt, don't know. SIFA, yep, hate it with a passion. Disable radio stop, I don't know what that means. It says enable, so I'm guessing it's got something to do with the signaling, so I'm going to leave that as is. Disable emergency brake, enable. So it reads this position it's currently sat in, so that's enabled. Bypass TCO. Don't know. Something about the MCB. We might need that. Battery powered headlights. So I guess if you need to move the train set on battery power only, you could do that with that. Emergency ventilation. It just does what it sounds. Passenger compartment lighting. We'll go ahead and put that to on. Although I don't know. It seems to reset back to the middle. Reset computer. We'll leave that. SIFA test. Nothing is on right now because the battery is not on. So let's find our battery here. Here we go. So 1 is obviously on. 0 is off. So we're going to hold it for a moment. Generally, with a lot of these, you have to hold it for just a moment. And our screens should illuminate behind us. Hopefully. Ah, yes. Yes. There we go. Okay. All right. So, now let's get those. We'll get the corridor lighting on. Bypass harmonic measurements. I don't know what that is, but we'll turn it on. It sounds bad, so we'll turn it on. Or wait, no, that red light comes on. It's probably not good. Yeah, we'll leave those as is. Emergency ventilation you can turn on. Not sure what it does. All right, passenger compartment lighting on. We'll hold it for a moment. We'll leave all that as is. Not sure what these do, but we'll just leave them there for a moment. Let's take a stroll in the back here. So to get through the corridors on these trains, you simply click the door and then click on what you want to do. So this is kind of like the middle section between the cab and the passenger section. So click that again. And there we are. We are inside. The lights are on. Look how natural looking those lights are. Now, this is new equipment, so they're going to be fairly white, if you will, kind of a clean color, but still they I'm sure, want to have it nice and comfortable and cozy for the passenger. They just have a really nice color, those lights, which is not something you see very often in train simulator stuff. So, got our emergency phone there. Oh, and we've got the ticker or the scroller saying what this train's doing or where it's going, so that's very cool. There's the emergency glass break. Even that looks really nice. Jeez. Put your luggage up there, of course. This has got your seat and row number and all that good stuff. And these seats look really nice as well. Look at the fabric on that. And again, this is the Unity engine. When you think of like Train Sim World, for example, that's the Unreal Engine. So this looks very, very nice. The shading as well. Or the, like all the little dark areas around the edges and curves. What is that called? Occlusion, ambient occlusion or something like that. That looks fairly nice. Not too intense, but it's there. But the seats look good. Hell, even the carpet on the ground. That's that thick kind of, it's almost like a Berber style carpet. That's very nice as well. It's got a little footrest down there for your comfort. Jeez, little screens up here. I can hear church bells ringing outside. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. The tables as well, which a lot of these trains you can flip up and down. There should be power ports somewhere on there, if I'm not mistaken. Dude, this looks good. Little extra luggage compartment and whatnot. Middle section here. Where's the toilet? Water closet. Oh, no. All the fans of wanting to go into the restroom on a train, you will have to wait because you cannot go in the toilet, sadly. Sorry about that. You can hear those church bells, more doors. I think there are a couple of different kind of compartments on these trains. Yeah, like here we go. This is obviously like first class or business here. I don't think I can actually get in there. I'm trying to, is there a door? Can I open the door? Looks like it's already open. Yeah. Huh, I don't think I can get in there. Oh well, that's okay. Those look very nice and comfy and cozy though. Yeah, see these seats are a little bit different, so this may be scum class or second class, if you will. Yeah, it's got to be, because it's 2 on either side. In that first coach, it was 2 and then 1, which just means there's generally more elbow and knee room, if you will. I like their little SimRail logo on there. And look at the stitching on that head pad there. That looks very nice. Very, very nice. Some more tables. We can run. You can run, hitting the shift key, of course. And there's got to be a cafe car. Yeah, this is it. Look at this. Very fancy. Very European. This is looking quite nice. Oh. Oh. This is looking quite nice. I don't think you can do anything with that. All right. Okay, let's hop back in the cab. I think that just about covers the different types of areas within the train. All right, so we are outside looking towards the unit itself, and it might be a good idea to go over these as it is. This is the ED250 Pendolino, also known as the new Pendolino, which is a class of high-speed tilting trains from Alstom. Now, these do not tilt due to the railway infrastructure within Poland or whatever the actual specific reason is, but these specifically do not tilt, if I am not mistaken. But they were built in about 2006 to present. I think they're still building a few sets, and there are around almost 100 sets by now, so there's quite a few of these. They reach speeds of 155 miles an hour with an average speed of about... Well, that is the average speed, I think. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. I think the max speed is like 180 these things can do. I mean, they look fast sitting still. They can run on 5,500, or they run on... Well, they can run up to 5,500 kilowatts or 7,500 horsepower. Or is it 7,400 horsepower? It's quite a lot. The types of power systems they can run on are 3 kV DC or 25 kV 50 hertz AC power. So in 2011, Poland essentially bought 20 of these for the, I'm probably going to butcher the name, I think it's Gdynia to Warsaw and Krakow, and Warsaw to Wrocław and Warsaw. So those were the initial sets for what they had them for. And they, of course, do not tilt. They are, I think the coaches are considered 111A and 1112A as the pairs of coaches down the line. And, or wait, is that? No, I'm thinking of, what are they called? That's not right. Don't listen to me. That's not right. I think the EU07 coaches are called 111A. I guess these are just Pendo cars. I don't know why I said 111A. Yeah, just forget that. I'm an idiot. All right, this thing is gorgeous. So we've got the battery on. As you can see, it is powered up to the right. It can show you what service it is and all that good stuff. But this is a high-speed intercity or inter-regional train, if you will. These go not only throughout Poland, but they go into Germany and other places as well in Eastern Europe. So, all right, let's get back in. Enough jibber jabber. Okay, let's make sure we've got the HUD back on. I'm going to make sure this is all the way back. I'm going to make sure the direction control's back in neutral. There we go. First things first, let's get the radio on. This is one of the things you're going to need to use in SimRail, whether it's single player or multiplayer, is the radio. So let's go ahead and turn this sucker on. There's your power button over here. And it should be somewhat automatic. As you can see, we do not have the line. We have a red do not pass signal just ahead. So we're going to hit the first key, or ZEW1, and see what happens.
Katowice to 4500. Radio check.
This is Katowice. I read you loud and clear.
Katowice 4500 is ready.
Thank you. Wait for signal.
And it should get knocked down any moment. There it goes. It's changed. So that's how you do that. That's really cool. I like using the radio on these. All right, let's mess with these switches here. What do we got? That's our sanding button, roller blind, control panel lighting, driver spotlight, controls test, footrest adjustment. Jeez. Oh, the washer. I love this as well. I noticed this in the play test. This is very cool. Little water jet going up there, and then the wipers. Okay, we can't use them now. I still don't have the cab activated. I am an idiot. All right, we're not going to get ahead to that yet. Let's see. Lighting, da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So let's see. What do we have here? That's our cabin activation. That beeping is the vigilance device you have to reset as soon as the cabin is activated that you are in. So we're going to go ahead and click both panos. I'm not sure how these work. I think it's typically one pano, right? Really not sure. You don't do a whole heck of a lot of electrics in my part of the world. We're going to turn the force compressors on. Control circuits are going to come on. The parking brake is off currently, because if you click that, it illuminates, I think. So, yeah. All that looks good. And let's try and close the MCB. Now, you're most likely going to have to hold this. Let's see what happens here. I feel like I hear something. Is it alive? That's your power selector right there. We're just going to leave it on 3 kV. Let's see. Let's try and throw it forward, see if anything happens. It's our spring brake. We're going to disable that. What do we got here? All right, these are our brakes. We will set them to full service. Do a test, essentially. You can see our pressure gauges doing their thing there. And you could hear them. Okay, did I do this in the right order? Just reset that. Okay, that's still at full service. Let's do the closed main switch again. This is just seat of my pants. I have no clue here. There's no tutorial for this as far as I know. At least I didn't see. The headlights are in the correct position. Let's see if we can get a little juice here. So let's go ahead and release the brake. Set it to running. Can see our pressure equalizing there. Oh, we got juice. We got juice. Hello. And it sounds nice. That's what a Pendolino sounds like. These anyway. It's got that real low tone whine, and as the thing ramps up in power, just like it just did, it whines a bit higher and higher. Let's get these damn wipers out of the way, shall we? Hello? Why are the wipers not working? Okay. Not sure why the wipers aren't working. That kind of sucks. I can't see squat. Oh, this sounds very nice. Let's get that window closed. We've got a red and 2,300 feet. I'm assuming we're stopping at the station up here. There is a little bit of occlusion with the windows closed and open. Oh, the sounds on this thing are so good. I mean, you could kind of hear them in the playtest, but ooh, mamma mia, it's totally different operating this thing. Dude, what is going on with these wipers here? That's very odd, because that's not a very good, God, this station looks amazing. The lighting coming through the roof. Alright, we should stop, yes. Don't want to go too far. Alright, so it says you can stop now. As soon as you do, you can see the people coming towards your train. Let's see if I remember how to open the doors. They are hither. Open left doors. Are they open? Indeed they are. Yes, there's an 18-minute delay because we were looking around. They are coming to get on the train.
4500 ready for departure.
Ooh, announcements. Very good. Very good. Man, this station looks incredible. That door is still open as well. Look at this thing. What an absolute beauty. What an absolute beauty. Alright, let's get on the move again. Alright, so we are back in the cockpit of this beast. Let's try and turn on some of the safety equipment. As you can see here, SimRail ETCS is off, so we're going to go back to the panel here and see what happens. So, where are the buttons? Not sure if they do anything. Disable EVC. Okay, are all the lights out? Negative. Huh. So I don't think... And again, there's no tutorial. Kind of seat of my pants here. Oh my god. So I'm not entirely sure... Or, sorry. Disable SimRail enabled. So, disable SHP enabled. Disable EVC is enabled. Okay, so for now, I guess we'll leave it off. I don't know if the safety equipment works. I'm sure we'll know in due time. So anyway, let's close the doors and get this thing moving. Go ahead and lock them up there. Hit the close button. Looks like they are closed. And release the brakes. Set them to running. So you can hear the sound occlusion a bit better with the windows open, idling. You can hear the ambient sounds of the outside. So we'll just leave that one open and see if we can get a sense here. And try the horn, of course. Sounds pretty good. I've heard the horn of these a couple of times. Sounds fairly similar, just maybe not as girthy. Alright, so we've got a 25 mile an hour track speed currently, and it will go up to 60 momentarily. I don't know what in the heck is going on with these wipers, but I cannot get them to move. I've even got the wiper key bound to the V key, and it does nothing. It's very odd. Oh, look there. Very nice. 207s. We'll drop the power. So, as of right now, which I was getting to earlier, lost my train of thought as usual. When you're in the menu looking at what you can play as single player, there doesn't appear to be too many, but some of them are quite lengthy, such as this one, 3 hours. 3 whole hours long. Use a bit of, does this thing have dynamic braking? I thought it did. Guess not. Slow down a bit here. I swear this thing had dynamic braking. Joint sounds are nice. Got a couple of track workers over there. Very cool. All right. It does look like we are in a bit of a metropolis, which is nice. All right, so we have now got a 62 mile an hour speed limit coming up. Now, it is juddering a bit, so what I did and what you can do is if you're having a bit of performance issues, go into the options, go to settings, and this is straight from the developer, one of the tips they gave several weeks back. Go to texture resolution and set it to half. And I'm getting noticeably better performance and less stuttering and skipping. It will still need to compile and cache textures and things of that nature just because it's a new game, and that's generally how games work. But as a whole, it's smoothed up a lot. Can do the interior view. This is pretty darn cool. This is the 4 key. Looking in on the first class or business Compartment hit the 5 key. That's the tail end. Oh, you can actually hit it multiple times, and it'll move the camera. How cool. I did not know that. Sweetness. And that's it, I think, as far as cameras. Alright, we've got a 63. Let's boogie. I just got points for driving through a checkpoint late. It seems a bit backwards. The throttle handle on this thing is very smoothly operated. It doesn't feel heavy or sticky. You can move it to and fro fairly easy, which is nice. Slow down a hair. I like that. I like the announcements, although that sounds like the that sounded like the text to voice Google man voice guy a little bit. Oh, this looks incredible. I've so been waiting very, very long for this day, and it is here. It is, you know, I don't even want to say, I feel bad saying somewhat limited currently with what it is. But there is some stuff that's due to come in the near future. But you know, this should keep you busy for at least a little while. So this is the Pendolino, just to hopefully get you going and give you a good look at it. Next, we're going to take a look at the Dragon 2. So we had a little look at the Pendolino. This is, of course, the other locomotive that comes shipped with the game, which you could not operate in the playtest, but you can now operate in the early access official release. This is the E6 ACT or ET25 Dragon 2. It's a very, very new electric locomotive, mainly for freight. I think it can do a bit of everything, though, but it's also called the Newag Dragon, and it's a Polish 6-axle electric loco, which I think can weigh up to 4,500 tons. Built 2009 to 2016, and I think they built 50 to 60 units overall. It can run on DC 3 kilovolt, AC dual mode, and 15 kilovolt and 25 as well. It's got a max speed of 75 mile an hour. And let's see, is there anything else? I think it's also got the last mile diesel operation, which it can use, like a lot of European locomotives, electric locomotives, freight specifically, to reach, say, yards or industries that may not be under overhead line and just need to use the diesel engine or battery, if you will, to get the last couple of miles, hence last mile or kilometer. All right. And this sucker's gorgeous. This is the other thing that I have been impatiently waiting to take a look at, the Dragon. One of the things I've noticed right off the bat is the wheels seem fairly bright. It may be the way it's sitting here right off the bat. Yeah, they seem fairly bright. If I had my way, they could be toned down just a hair, but God, look at this lighting. This looks real. If you were to just glance at this for a moment, I mean, look at the buffers. Look at that. Gorgeous. The shine on the side of this thing, the paint, it looks spick and span, freshly painted out of the locomotive works. Of course, it's got the streaking on the windshield as well, or the glass, the LED headlights. God, this thing looks badass. It looks badass. I feel like a lot of European electric boxes kind of have no soul, and I feel bad saying that because I'm sure a lot of people look at American stuff and think the same exact thing, and that's fine. But this thing looks badass, sort of like the DBBR 187, for example, or the tracks. This thing looks cool as hell. And PKP, this is all officially licensed as well from SimRail, SA the devs. So, all right, let's hop in this thing and see if we can get it going. Just hit the 1 key, And we are inside. See if we can open the window. You can hear that ambience. Very nice. See if we can open the door. Yes, we can. Let's go ahead and get up and close that door. Can we go on the engine compartment? Oh, no. It just says go to the other cabin. Oh, that stinks. Alright, let's see what we've got to mess with back here before we go any further. Activate spring brake. Looks like it's on, so we'll go ahead and release it. The light deluminates. Or is it de-illuminate? Not entirely sure. I hear a bunch of chatty Cathys out there yapping, though. It's kind of cool, though. And that symbol, dude, how cool is that? A freight locomotive. New electric freight loco with a symbol like that. That's pretty badass, if I'm honest. Let's see if we can open any of the panels. The Dragon is very Chad. Very, very Chad. Yep. Can't open those. That's cool, though. Let's go ahead and pop ourselves back in the seat here. Which, these seats look okay. I don't think they look as good as the other seats, but this isn't Seat Simulator, so I truly don't care. I mean, it's nice if they look nice, but... Alright, first things first, again, let's get that radio on. It should have battery power, right? Negative. I am an idiot. Alright, so let's get the battery power on, shall we? Let's go ahead and get that back in the neutral position and throttle back off. Alright, so what do we do here? Where is the battery? Go ahead and raise the Pendo. Close main switch. Oh wait, no, I'm a dingus. Here we go. Here it is. Cabin activation. Need to do this. Here's the key. Turn it on. Clear that with the space bar. You can hear the fans come alive. So she is ready to get frisky. Alright, let's go ahead and raise the pantograph again. It has arisen. It is up. Let's do that again for good measure. Close the MCB, main circuit breaker, or main switch as it's called here. The headlights should be set to automatic, I think. Were they on? Oh, I thought they were on. Now they're on. Man, them suckers look good, dude. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, radio. There it is. Let's go ahead and run it up here. Call dispatch.
Sędziszów do 24501 próba łączności.
Sędziszów na odbiorze, słychać dobrze?
Sędziszów 24501 jest gotowy do drogi.
Dziękuję, podaję numer.
Alright, I believe we have now got the road. I can see the signal up there has indeed changed. Let's see if we can get this sucker on the move. Go ahead and release the brakes. May need to charge them. Do high flow charge. See how that rolls. It is indeed drop home. Well, it goes right back up. Hold on here. Okay, it appears to be off now. Let's hit brake releaser. I believe that's already done. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh wait, that's the loco brake. Jeez, I was looking at the wrong handle. Alright, so that's maintain, and then this one we will release fully. There we go. Brake assimilation. What's that, like murdering the brakes? It's kind of funny. Check the horn out. That high one's got a bit of a loop, but to be honest, you know, when some of the first Train Sim World stuff came out, and the European horns were just absolute trash compared to these. To just be crystal clear. So those sound pretty good in relation to that. They could be better though, for sure. All right, can we get some juice here? Oh, schnitzel. Blind? Yes. Very nice. We've got our model number up there. ECA. E6A CTA 009. Let's give her some more juice. We've got brakes on. Hold the phone. Is that going to do the trick? So it's relatively simple. It's sort of like the 186 to operate. But good night. The physics in SimRail are a cut above. Cream of the crop. The cat's meow. Whatever you want to describe it like. As far as train simulation. It feels really nice operating these things. I'm hearing a lot of ambient sounds outside. That's cool. I can just hear like a tractor or something diesel passing by. Let's close them up now and see what we got here. Oh, that one's already closed. Okay. And I didn't mention it, but the cab of this thing too. God. This looks so nice. Decals in proper places. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, let's give her some more juice here. Look at this sucker. Even the painting PKP logo on those vents there, that looks incredible. This thing is very sharp. I'm not hearing any railcar sound, which is a bit odd because I do remember hearing railcar sound in the playtest, but I'm hearing nothing. Let's try and hop in the back. Well, there we go. Now you can hear it. It might have been something with the sound aliased to a specific view, like the 2 key. And just like the passenger trains, if you hit the 4 key multiple times, it'll give you different views, such as. And let's go ahead and give it a little brake check. Not sounding a warning signal. Hold on. What's the warning signal? I didn't see that. All right, let's take the juice off. And we'll go ahead and give it a little reduction here. Well, that was a lot more than I wanted, but it is what it is. And we're going to stop right on a crossing. That's appropriate. Oh my God! Dude. And it brakes. Oh, so nice. That is the Dragon 2, guys, which is also now available in SimRail. I'm just, I'm literally gobsmacked at how good this game feels, how good it looks, and just the promise that there is with this game, and the editor and devs and other regions around the world. It's chalking up to be something special, and it's nice to start 2023 off with something like this. I'm gonna play this religiously. cult-like even. Because my God. But that is the ET25. Hopefully that and the Pendolino, if you needed a little help on how to get this thing started. I'm no professional, obviously. By far, there's no tutorial. Just kind of seat of my pants. We got them moving, though, didn't we? But that's it. That is it for the SimRail release right now. I'm sure I'll try to concoct many more videos to bring out about what, I don't know. There's so much. I feel like I'm overwhelmed at the moment with what to do here. But it's out. Do yourself a favor if you're into train sim and go get it. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.